2018 B215 BYU Idaho spreadsheet analysis, mini project 13.
Hey, John.
Hello. I don't know what I'm looking at. Hello.
How's it going?
I'm doing okay. I haven't gotten that far into mini project 13 though. I got started, but I haven't.
I haven't gotten started either. To be honest, I've been super busy, so I've been really behind on everything. I've had a lot of group projects this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's open up our meeting with a prayer. Well, I guess we should wait for what's her name? Trinette.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
I'm
other
just
groups do you
gonna
have to
open
be
it up.
worried about right now?
What?
You said you got other groups you have to be worried about right now. What do you got to be worried about? What are you working on?
I've got two different classes that we're doing big projects in,
Oh yeah.
so it's just been hectic because we've been meeting every single night, and it's like meeting for 2 or 3 hours
Goodness
every night.
gracious.
So quite a bit.
Do you remember, did you do this project when you were in the class before?
No, I think this is when I stopped. I think it was this week that I stopped taking the class because I remember doing the videos, but I don't remember doing the mini projects.
Hmm. Well, while we're waiting for Trinette to join us, we can go through the instructions, I guess. My screen, can you see is my screen sharing like stuck on me, or is it only when I'm talking?
I don't know. It looks like it's just staying on you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna read off the instructions we got here while we're waiting. We just graduated and started a job with new startup company that sells lotions and lip balms. After your first meeting with the rest of the sales team, your manager asks you to create a report that summarizes the sales information and compares it to the previous year. You really want to make a good impression, so you make a personal goal to get the report back to your manager in 1 hour. Yeah, good luck. One of your colleagues has already started the process. Your colleague took a download out of QuickBooks of detailed sales information and created formulas to get all the information into one concise table, shaded in gray. As shown in the attached mini project workbook, your assignment is the following. Create a new summary sheet. On it, create two drop-down lists. First drop-down list should give the option of selecting a year. The list of possible years include the current year and the previous 4 years. The second drop-down list should allow the user to select any month. Number 2, sales rep group. Sales rep group summary tables. On the new sheet, create 3 tables that provide summaries for each of the 3 sales rep groups: internet, in-house, and broker. According to the month and year selected as described above. The rows in these tables should correspond to each of the 3 sales rep groups, and the columns should correspond to the month and year selected. Columns should, yeah, year selected. 3 tables should be as follows. Sales month. For each rep group, summarize total sales for the selected month. Compare the years, I'm sorry, compare the sales for the same month in the year prior and the year. Compare the sales for the same month in the year prior to the selected year. For example, if June and 2018 are selected, the drop-down in the 2 drop-down lists, then this report should compare June of 2018 with June of 2017. Hint: for example, you might want to create a separate cell, the number of the month, 6. Then in your formulas, use this number instead of using the name of the month, June. Sales year to date. For each rep group, summarize year-to-date sales ending in the month selected, compared to the year-to-date sales ending in the month in the year prior to the selected year. For example, if June and 2018 are selected in the 2 drop-down lists, then this report would compare the year-to-date sales from June of 2018, from January of 2018 to June of 2018, with the year-to-date sales from January 2017 to June of 2017. Hint: for example, how will using the number of the month instead of the name of the month help you create a formula to easily summarize all the sales ending in June, month 6? The average unit price year to date. Average unit price year to date. For each rep group, summarize average year-to-date unit price ending in the month selected, compared to average year-to-date unit price ending in the same month in the year prior to the year selected. For example, June and 2018 are selected in the 2 drop-down lists, and the report should compare year-to-date sales from January 2018 to June of 2018 with the year-to-date sales of January 2017 to June of 2017. Important. For each of the 3 tables above, add columns that show the difference between the 2 numbers being compared. For example, the difference between the current year and the prior year, as described in each of the tables above. Then, in each of the columns where the differences are calculated, add an icon set showing a green symbol for sales that have increased and a red symbol for sales that have decreased. Don't forget to include the totals at the bottom of each table. When you type any words to build a table, for example, internet, in-house, broker, make sure you don't have any extra spaces before or after the words. This will cause your formula not to work. It is recommended that you name each column of the data. This will make your formula calculations less complicated. Note: an example of how the above 3 tables may be organized is shown in the picture below. However, please note that this is just an example, that just because an example is provided for this mini project, you should not expect or request that such examples will be made available in future mini projects. They will not. This is one-time occurrence designated for this mini project only, so be lucky. Be happy. All right, and it gives the example here. I made a table modeling it on what we got in the example here. We'll see that in a minute. All right. Number 3. Is Trinette back with us yet? I guess not. All right, number 3. Product summary tables. On the summary sheet, repeat all the steps described in number 2 above, including the last select section about the difference columns in the icon sets. So we're going to be making more of these little charts. Like that first chart was the first select for the sales rep summary tables, and now we're going to do one for product summary tables. All right, where was I? Columns and icon sets. To create 3 additional tables. However, in these 3 tables, provide summaries for each of the 4 products: lamb, lotion, sales, blah, blah, blah. Lamb, lotion, small, lamb, lotion, large, and lamb lips, small, and lamb lips, large, instead of the sales rep groups, as you did in number 2 above. Summarize the appropriate information according to the month and year selected in the drop-down lists. Hint: you might copy and paste, and modify the formulas from above to create this table. Again, don't forget to include the tables at the bottom, the totals at the bottom of the table. Did I read all that correctly? Yeah. All right, number 4. Overall product summary table. Create one more table that summarizes A, the average unit price, and B, the standard deviation of unit price, according to each product. The average and standard deviation should be shown in 2 different columns in the table, and the 4 products should be shown in each row. Note: this little table is not linked to the year and the month of the drop-down lists. Hint: the standard deviation formula will need to be an array formula as described in the assignment tutorial video. You guys are gonna have to help me with that later. All right, number 5. Put a useful title on the report, and then protect the summary sheet and do not use a password. That was from last week. Okay, protect the sheet. Okay, so that only the 2 input cells can be changed. Nothing else in the summary sheet should be able to be changed. Number 6. Follow the standards of professionalism, yada, yada, yada. All right. Number 7. Be honorable, follow the honor reminder. Number 8. Save your file with your name. That's all she read, I think. Do I hear Trinette in the background?
What was that?
I was asking if I heard Trinette back there in the background.
I don't know.
No, it's still just me and you.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the instruction. I've gotten as far as starting my summary tables on my step number 2. This is the copy the example they provided. Let me show you my what I did for my drop down list. I mean, what I did for that first step that I've gotten so far. Are you
Okay.
looking at the screen right now?
Yeah.
All right, I got for these boxes for the years. I've got the formulas that I have it linked over here to my drop down list. So if I change the drop down list, change the year in here.
How did you create your drop-down list?
I just typed in 2018, 2017, 2016. You know, I didn't link it to anything on the other page. I saw afterwards that they're over here on the other page, on the other sheet. If you scooch all the way over here to the right, they've got a couple tables you can use to reference months and representative lookups. But I didn't read enough to know about that. I didn't do anything with that. But as far as the my summary, when I went to make my drop down list, I came over here to the data tab, and when I did data validation, I just typed in the numbers manually right here. Do we have to link it to some dates on the actual workbook, or do you think that's okay?
I'm sorry, what?
When we do the data validation for our drop-down list, I just typed in the years manually with commas. Do you think I should have referenced them to the years on the invoice download sheet?
That's what I'm doing. So what I did was I just used the max function on the years column, and I went down to 10,000. So I just selected the entire years column.
In the gray part,
What was that?
is the only years column I see is in the gray part over here.
Yeah, that's what I did.
With the multiple different do me a favor, show me what you're talking about. Let me look at what you're talking about. Go ahead and screen share yours.
So I just did a max reference on the invoice of column T. Where is it? Yeah. So I just started at T5, went all the way down to the bottom, and then what I did was I uh, just went to 10,000 just in case anything is added to it later. So
Okay.
that way it
Say
knows
that again.
what.
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
So I did a max function on the year column, but I instead of going to just where it ends, I added some lines. So that way, if they do add anything to it in the future, then it automatically updates. And then these cells here are just referencing the max year. So say next one is 2019, instead of this top here being 2018, it'll be 2019.
Gotcha.
The bottom four will reference that. That makes sense? And so
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
makes
making
sense.
my list off of these cells here.
That's on a separate sheet you created, right?
Yeah, so it's just a calculation sheet. So I'm just going over here. Now I've got any of those years.
And now let me ask you something. Let me go back and see what you're doing. That calculation sheet that you did the max formula for the years. What was the idea behind having you use a max formula?
Because it's going to find the highest year, the most recent year. That makes sense?
You mean if the person selects a year, it's I don't know. I don't understand what. I guess I read. You know how like when you read things out loud, you kind of just you don't absorb what you're reading. I guess I didn't follow along what I was reading when I was reading the instructions. What do we need to have a maximum year for?
Because it says just to do it in the most recent year.
Yeah, that's right, because this could be used
So
in the
I'm
future.
selecting the year, the list of possible years includes the current year and the previous 4 years. So the max function is going to give us the current year.
You have to associate it to the date on your computer when they use the spread to the date, right?
What?
We have to associate it to a date, open parenthesis, close parenthesis function.
No, no, because you're just going to. I mean, you could do that if you want. I'm just referencing the years they have in here. So that way, it'll just update according to what this says. Because say if like the most current year in the invoice, that's what I'm doing. Which they're doing a year. If you look, all their formulas are year formulas.
In the instructions where it says the list of possible years includes the current year and the previous years, do you think that should be motivation for us to use the today function that way? Because that way, whatever the person's using, it's always automatically going to that current year.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I was just using the current year in their spreadsheet, but we could do that too. Why not?
I haven't checked the email. Have you seen anything from Trinette about her not being here tonight?
So there. How's that? So now I've just got it referencing the current year instead, and then minus. So.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So second drop down list should allow the user to select any month. Um, sales rep group summary tables. On the sheet, create 3 tables to provide the summary of each of the 3 sales rep groups. You there?
Say what?
Said you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Now let me ask. I know I just read the instructions a few seconds ago, but like I said, as I was just on robot mode reading, I wasn't really absorbing what was being read. But step number 3 down here says product summary tables, and then step number 4 is the overall product summary table, and step number I guess there's only 2 steps. We only have to make one set of tables, right? We don't have to make 3 separate sets, do we?
I'm not quite there yet.
Okay, yeah, take your time.
So, um, I'm kind of curious how you completed your first table and in section 2 or in part 2.
I'm gonna read part 2 again. Hold on. Well, I haven't put any numbers in yet. I just kind of copied what they did, what they gave an example of. And then for the 2 years, I just made the first year column, whatever the drop down box selects. And then the second column next to that, I just put the same thing, the reference to the drop down box -1. So it would show as the year prior to that year. But then I haven't done any of the calculations, any of the formulas for the information below those in those columns. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Like this cell right here, I have directly referencing my year. Hold on, I going to scooch up a little bit. I have it directly referencing my year drop down, and then the one next to it, I have it directly referencing my year drop down, and then -1. That's about as far as I even got.
You haven't done any of the other stuff.
I haven't done what?
You haven't actually created the summary table. You just kind of got it
Just the way
ready.
it looks. I just got it ready for putting stuff into it. Yeah. No, I guess I'm reading number 2. It says make 3 tables that provide summaries of each of the sales rep groups. So that would be. No, that's it. Yeah, it's just these 3 little tables right here. Right? Sales month, sales year to date, and average unit price. And then for number 4, it says overall product summary table. That means the whole big shooting kit and caboodle. Big thing, big over the whole thing, you know. I always overanalyze stuff. I always get.
Yeah, let's go one step at a time because it sounds like you're trying to get ahead of yourself. Let's see what you have right now.
Well, that's just it. I don't have any. That's all I got is. I got the overall tables grouped together in the big summary table, and I got the dates for the present for each of the 3 little separate tables. I just have it referencing my year drop down list, and I haven't even looked into how to reference from the month drop down list because I don't know what I'm referring to on the other page.
Okay. So let's go back to step 2, since that's where we're both at.
Right.
Start working our way down.
So on the new sheet, create 3 tables that provide summaries for each of the 3 sales groups: internet, in-house, and broker, according to the month and year selected. The rows of these tables should correspond to the 3 sales rep groups, and the columns should correspond to the month and year selected. So just that first little tidbit of information there. When it refers to the 3 sales rep groups, I see that the 3 sales rep groups are listed over here on the far right, but I don't know how using this table is going to how I don't know how using this table is going to reference anything over here. The other things I haven't. I don't know what these other things are. It says thing in the instructions. It says to list total sales, but when I look over here on the workbook on my download page, the total sales means I have to add up all the sales from a list, or is it from one of these cells listed over here on the right and the left? Like I see it's column P says sales amount, but that's not the total. That's, or is it? I don't know.
I don't understand your question.
Okay. Over here for the instructions, it says, let me find where it says. Summarize total sales of selected month and selected year. Total sales is the keyword I'm stressing about. For the on the invoice download page, when it says total sales, do I have to reference for that year and that month to one of these columns, to this column right here for these numbers right here in column P? Or do I have to add up all the numbers in selected groups to make a total myself? I'm asking from the point of view of somebody who doesn't understand what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing
Okay.
here.
Explain that again. Ask it again. You said, are you going to do what?
All right, hold on, let me go click again. Over here for number 2, it says for the sales month group table, it says summarize total sales of the selected month and selected year compared to sales of the same month and year to the year prior to the selected year. Now, when that's asking for a currency amount, right? That's asking for me to put something right here, like right to the cell I'm at right now under the year
Correct.
2000 whatever. I have to put the total sales for internet. Now, when I come over here to this other page, is this cell right here the total sale? I don't know how to differentiate internet from the broker from the you know I don't know how to differentiate the different sales reps groups. I saw this table back here, but I don't know what to do with it. And then when it's asking for total sales, I don't know if they're asking about the number listed in this column or if I have to add numbers together to achieve a total. Did you get that far on your in your project? Have you started filling in your table yet?
Well, no, you saw where I was at.
Yeah, I was hoping you could answer the question. I don't know what.
You've just been asking. You've asked me about 40 questions since we started, but I haven't like been able to really
All right,
get going
all right.
because
I'll break it down really simple. Hold on. Over here in the summary page, this box right here where it says sales per month. We're supposed to list the total sales per month for internet, in-house, and broker in these boxes. Now, when I hit my enter, my equals, I'm gonna reference back here to total sales on this other page, but I don't know which column is total sales because there's this column over here that says sales, and then there's another column over on the left that also says sales amount. Now, do I have to total sales amount with sale? Do I have to do some math before I can reach a number to put in that summary cell, or
I believe so.
all right? Well, help me decipher what they mean by total sales. I'm just looking with my eyes here. Maybe we have to multiply the quantity times the sales amount. Maybe it's already done for us over here on the, this. Look at the function here. This is AF6 plus AG6. Let me go back and see what those columns are.
Explanation. Have you read the explanation of the invoice? So columns A through P contain a download of invoice from QuickBooks. Columns Q through A through AH already contain formulas another colleague created to get the data into the format you need. These are the columns you will use. Columns A through AO contain tables created to help look up months and rep groups. You do not need to change these columns or any column from the sheets. Okay. This thing's just so wide. I hate looking at how like wide it is, you know?
Yeah, whenever I have to zoom, my eyes are so bad I have to zoom in just to be able to read this stuff.
To me, it's looking like if you look at the gray has all the information that we want. Okay.
Okay. So the that's what I was thinking. Over here on the far right, there's a column in the gray section called sales.
Yeah.
And I was looking in the cell here to see the formula. The formula is AF6 plus AG6. So AF6 is AF6. Well, AF6 is hidden. Those rat bastards. So we can't. So yeah, I guess the formula is already done for us, but we just have to assume it's on. It's correct. I'm gonna temporarily unhide things.
Okay. So to me, that was rep group.
Hello, you guys.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I had a doctor's appointment and went way over what I expected it to. So.
You know, we will never forgive you.
I am still not at home though, but I wanted to get on and apologize. Are you guys gonna be on much longer?
We're barely fumbling our way through this stuff. We don't understand what we're doing yet. We're on step number
Great.
2.
That makes me scared. If you guys don't even...
You're a welcomed addition to the group. Thank you.
Okay. I haven't gone to the. I haven't looked it up yet. The project. So that makes me nervous. That's gonna be hard. Okay, so I will get on, and hopefully about 20 minutes. I don't know. You guys are probably gone by the time I get on.
Well, you're not going to be here for the meeting?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm still going home on the doctor's appointment. So I will get on as soon as I can if you guys are still there.
As long as we need to be here, so hopefully we'll see you when you get home.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. All right, I unhid the column AF and AG to understand what this formula is referring to. So I think this column AH here, I think this is the total sales. We just have to kind of figure out, differentiate the different rep groups. So over here on the left, the base lamb lotion large rep group, or just those two columns. Well, wait a minute, looks like these are all the same groups. These are just differentiated between years, I guess. No. I'm so lost. All right. If you're looking at my screen, I think this column right here is what they're referring to as total sales. All right.
See, I feel like this would be easy to just make into a pivot table.
I don't know what pivot tables are yet.
Oh, okay. So pretty much what it does is it allows you to, I guess you'll learn about it. I don't want to try to go into too much
It's
detail.
either this week or it's next week. I remember seeing it in.
It's this week. Some range. Criteria. Hold on one second. I'm gonna go do something real quick.
Take your time.
In the other workbook. So we have to do a sum ifs formula. Do you remember how to do that?
Some if, yeah, I think so. But I'm not sure how we're supposed to reference it to a sales rep group, the year and the month. I don't know how, what I'm referring. Well, I'm kind of lost on the what you call it page, the invoice download page, one that's already provided for us in gray. I'm not sure what things I'm referencing and how to differentiate them.
Yeah. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out real quick. Okay.
Well, I think I understand what you're saying. The sum if and then comparing the two different.
No way. Come on. My Excel just crashed. Okay. Let's try this again. Equal sum ifs invoice. Okay. totals, comma, criteria range. Okay, criteria 2. Range 2 would be the rep group. Can you see my screen or no?
Wasn't looking.
What?
No, you're not sharing your screen right now. Okay, now you are.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Got it. Boom. Okay. Alrighty. Currency. Okay. I'm gonna show you mine real quick.
All right.
Click on my name.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Okay. So what you're going to do is you have to create a sum ifs formula that's referring to the invoice download. Okay.
That's the gray section on the other page, right?
Correct. And so you want to refer to, you want your criteria or your sum range to be the sales column, AH.
Hold that thought for a second. Alexa, stop. All right, I'm back. Say that again.
Okay. So you're going to reference your invoice download for the criteria. Okay. Let's just go ahead go to your first cell right here that's under 2018 and next to internet. Okay, we're going to work on this together. We're going to build it.
All right, I'm gonna try and split the screen so I can do it at the same time. Hold on.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm not ready yet. All right. I'm on my sale, my hold on a second. I'm on my summary page. I'm on that cell for internet.
Okay. Go to the cell.
All right, we're looking for internet 2018, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm there.
Okay. So you're going to do sum ifs equals sum ifs.
Open parenthesis, right? Yeah. All right. Wait, I must have screwed something up. Hold on a second.
Equals sum ifs.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're going to go back to your invoice data. Okay, so go over to the sales range, the sales one, the sales column,
Sales price or sales amount, like that.
sales column.
I'm looking. My screen says so. Hold on. Make it big for a second.
Okay, there it is.
Sales, okay.
So now just go to the 0 and then select the entire column underneath that. So shift control down.
Yeah. Wait, it says why he entered by accident.
Okay, now lock that.
That's right. Damn it. Then one of these keyboards where you have to hold the function button to make the function key do something. I only got one hand. All right, it's locked.
Okay, now hit comma. Now you're going to go back to the invoice and select the years column in the gray.
All right. Selecting from this box down. All right, let's sell down.
And then lock that.
All right.
Comma. Go back to your summary sheet. And then select the year right above the cell that you're in.
All right. And then lock it, right? Or anchor it,
Just
right?
want to lock Well, lock just the row, not the column. Okay.
All right.
Then comma. And then go back to the invoice and select the rep group column. It's going to be to your right. There it is.
Rep lookup group,
Rep group.
the one I'm at right now.
No. The one that your mouse is almost on, next to quantity.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then lock that. And then comma, back to your summary page. And then hit the internet left of the cell that you're in. And then lock just the column.
Hold on a second. I got hit one more time. All right. Cool.
You don't want a comma, you just want to end parenthesis. Enter.
Enter.
Okay. So now you can drag that equation down.
Hold on a second. Maybe big enough for me and my old eyes.
I love how you're always talking about how bad your eyes are, but yeah, you got this at 40%.
Well, I did. So that's why I couldn't zoom back in because it was in the middle of editing the function. That's why I just zoomed in just now. Okay. So now you want me to copy and drag it down? Is that what you said?
Yeah. And then you're going to need to go into each of those cells individually and then lock. You're going to have to change the way that you have the reference to the year and the reference to the sales group locked. So go like into the first one.
This
No,
one
go down one.
on my drop down list.
No, go down one cell.
Okay.
Yeah. So go and open up your equation bar, your function bar, so you can see the whole equation.
You like just do this?
Do you see the function bar? If you go and click on that little arrow on the far right, it'll drop the function bar all the way down on the far right of the function bar.
You save? Oh, you mean over here? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so go in to the last one where it says summary D11.
Yeah.
You're gonna change the way that's locked. So you just want to lock the whole thing. And then hit enter. Okay, now change that one. Same thing, just lock the whole thing. Enter. Same thing. And then now you should be able to just drag them over. If you select all three, you should be able to just drag it over to the right one.
Okay. Heck, it. I'm not going as far over as the change column though.
No, because that's just a simple subtraction problem.
Is your 2000, what year do you have selected on your book?
Why we have the same numbers.
16 and 15?
Mm-hmm.
So those numbers look correct to you?
Yeah, they're the same numbers.
All right, cool. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, just a comment. For my total row here, I put in the formula just sum of the three boxes above it. And I copied it straight across the same thing all the way over. That's not incorrect, is it?
Okay, so let's go back to problem 2 and read it. Read the next part.
All right.
Okay, so let's read that again because I want to make sure we did that right. Okay. So sales month. For each rep group, summarize total sales for the selected month and the selected year. So we actually do need to go in and add another criteria, because we need to do it by the month as well.
So right now the formula for that box, for these boxes, is just the sum ifs. Well, I can't tell you, just reading from the thing here. What we just did a second ago was we added up the, what is this? We add up the sales column and the year and the. Let me just do the sum ifs. The sum ifs is if it equaled. Go back and read it. Can't reverse engineer it. All right. The formulas we have for this block for this cells we just did, we're adding up columns from the other page. Is the sales column and what else was the other column? I know I just did it, but I forgot. We did the sales column. Oh yeah, the year, the sales to the year, and then we add up all the ones that are in each of the rep groups. Right? Was that the rep group you were talking about?
So we just need to add the month in.
Okay. In order to reference months, I know
We
we've
need to
got
add
this.
another criteria.
Yeah. But is there a column of months somewhere?
Yep. There it is.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So our next criteria is going to be. Oops.
So go back to your summary.
Yeah.
Now open up that equation.
Yeah.
And then just go to the end of it. No, you gotta erase the parenthesis first.
Okay.
Comma. And then you're gonna go select the entire sales column. For the month. It's gonna be S5. You wanna go up one cell.
Including the
Right now you're in S6.
Oh, yeah. Because of that that frozen panel, I can't see it. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Make it S5. And then hit Control Shift down, lock that, comma.
Okay.
And then go back to your summary. And then select the month in your drop-down list.
Anchor it, right?
Yeah, anchor it completely. And then what I would do is I would actually just highlight all the stuff that you just added and then copy it So Control C. That works too. Okay, you're gonna want to put an end parenthesis and then hit enter. Cool. So now in this equation, just go up to the back end of this one and then comma, paste, end parenthesis, boom.
That look right? They're changing my numbers to 0. Is that what it's supposed to be doing?
Yeah, mine all changed to zeros too.
Okay.
And the reason why yours is zeros is because you have, and I'll show you what you did in a second. We'll fix it, but just finish what you're doing now. And then you should be able to just, after you finish this one, go in and drag them all to the right again. Okay, now go back to your drop-down list. You see how you have a number instead of the actual month?
Yeah.
So you need to make the drop-down list and the month instead. So
I should reference it to something on the other page that has the actual
yeah,
names of the months.
yeah.
Okay.
So just reference it to that reference section that's on the invoice download page. That's all the way to the right. You have to go up. There we go.
All right. So I'm referencing it to the ones that have the actual written out the names.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. And then hit enter. Enter. And then it should, if you change your month there, now go down, it should show you numbers now.
Wonderful.
Okay, and then for the change column, you're just going to do the current year, or the second year subtracted from the current year.
The
No,
anchor.
the other one. Sorry. E11 minus EF11.
Okay. Yeah.
That should have said the current year minus the previous year. Enter.
Should I anchor these or leave them
You
unanchored?
can leave them because you're just going to drag it down. Okay.
I remember you saying that when you're calling it the ward is young men's, right?
Yeah.
Now, does that encompass Boy Scouts for you? Are you part of the Boy Scouts in your ward?
No. So the church is actually going away from the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, that's the point I was getting to. I was about to tell you that.
So only the 11-year-old scouts are actually still, only the 11-year-olds are actually doing, or actually I should say the deacons and younger are doing scouts still.
Well, that's just until the end of the month, or you mean after the end of the month?
What was that?
You mean currently, or you mean in the future?
Currently, and then by the end of I think 2019, they're going to be completely done with scouts altogether. Like we're not going to be associated with it at all. So
Yeah.
whoever does want to do scouts is going to have to do it on their own through another troop.
Yeah, I understand.
What?
That they want to be part of it, they have to do it from a different church or something.
See, the thing is, though, is I actually think it's a fine idea. I mean, No, a lot of the boys and young men don't like scouts anyways. I mean, it's good for them, but
Oh yeah, I
doesn't.
wasn't criticizing it. I was
What?
just saying I wasn't criticizing it or what the church is doing. I was about to tell you how I just signed up for the first time to be part of the Boy Scout Council. I was about to get involved in being part of the Boy Scouts. And
Oh
then I
yeah.
find out like this month is like the last month. Ironically enough. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, so as far as the sales year to date, thank you by the way for helping me with this. Should I try and copy it? Well,
So let's go
it's all
read
saved
the
as summary.
instructions.
Okay.
Okay.
There's year to date sales year to date. For each rep group, summarize your year to date sales ending in the month selected compared to the year to date sales ending in the month ending in the same month in the year prior to the year selected. For example, June and 2018 are selected in June drop-down lists. Then the report will compare the year-to-date sales from January 2018 to January to June of 2018 with the year-to-date sales from January to June of 2017. For example, how will using the number of the month instead of the name of the month help you create a formula easily summarize all sales ending in June month 6?
Oh jeez.
So I think this is where they're having us incorporate that whatchamacallit, that table on this far right over here.
Yeah. Okay, so
We have
this
to
one.
convert the numbers to the month to the numbers.
So the sum, right? Okay. So the sum range is going to be the sales again.
We're gonna have to do the sum of January until that selected month. This is gonna get complicated here. How can we tell the numbers since January? Oh wait, there's a column right next to the month column. It has the month number by number. That's convenient. Okay. So we're going to figure out a formula that's only going to add up the amounts from the months under the month you select. Because it's going to be equal than or less than the number selected for the month. Do you have to make a whole nother table, do you think?
Hold on one second. I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, man, take your time. I'm sorry, don't listen to me. I'm just babbling randomly. Oh, yeah, yeah. Alexa, stop.
What?
Dang it. Come on. All right, so let's see. And then so for year to date, we're doing the year plus the month plus the previous months, correct?
For year to date, we're using. Say that again. What's your question?
The year plus the previous month. So everything in the
We're
year
summing up
plus
all the
previous-
months, adding up from January up until the month selected
Okay.
in that year.
It's a long equation that I'm making right now.
I'm going to sit here silently and not bother you.
Can you see mine?
Well, I'm not looking right now. Hold on, let me look. Let me maximize it. Yeah, ooh, that's a big long one. Yeah,
So what all it is though is it's just
it's the name for this other sheet. Yeah.
and actually I can get rid of all of the summary ones that say summary. Okay. So VLOOKUP, that's where I want to start. So that's the first VLOOKUP. Second VLOOKUP is here. There needs to be a comma there. Yep. Okay, first VLOOKUP, second VLOOKUP, so plus 1, 1, or minus 1, minus 1, 2, 3.
Question is, did that actually work? All right. So let's see here. January. So this should be the same as this, in theory, if I did it correct.
Maybe it's going to require the multiple in parentheses.
You what?
I was just thinking out loud, it might require like 12 in parentheses for all the different if nested if functions. For those unnested, I wasn't watching.
So I need to see if this VLOOKUP is correct. Okay. That is right. That would show up as 9. Oh, you know what? I think. Number. Okay. Okay. So I think what we're gonna have to do is just come in here and then create reference cells. Kind of, you're just gonna have to copy and or cut and paste. Okay. Let's see. And
There goes my keyboard.
okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, I see. Well, I wonder why it won't let us do that criteria. I guess it's because it's trying to do it in multiple cells. So the only thing I can really think of then is to do this. Yeah. You see what I just did, John?
I was watching, but I wasn't following.
So,
As soon as you changed the month, they all disappeared.
what was that?
As soon as you change the month, they all disappear. But I guess that's because that month didn't have any.
Yeah.
We're doing.
So, well, actually, what's happening is, see, I'm taking June, right? So you have June right here, and then you have May, April, March, February, January. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this sum right here would actually be the, well, hold on. Again.
Well, let me ask a question. Doing what you just did, selecting like all the months below the table. As soon as you change, like right now, you're doing the internet rep group, but we're gonna have to. Oh, I don't know.
So
You try and do the calculations for the other two groups. You have to use separate columns.
we might actually be able to, hold on 1 second. Whoa.
Are we sure this is the right way to do this?
I think so. I mean, this is the only way I can possibly think of how to do this.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I mean, I don't want to sound stupid, but that column of month numbers on the other page on the invoice download page, they're all numbered numerically. And maybe if we did work in the formula to only sum up the referred numbers, the referred amounts to numbers equal to or less than the number selected in the well, I guess our month drop downs in the.
I guess actually that might be something equal to or less than. That's a probably way better way to do it, John. Where were you this whole time? You're sitting here letting me struggle, and
I
you.
don't know what I was trying to. I was trying to follow. I was trying to do things on mine at the same time you were doing things on yours. I wasn't really watching.
I'm gonna try that in a second after I finish this. But this should give us the numbers that we want. Just long because you literally have to paste in 11 different equations.
I don't know. I'm not sure if what I said was it's going to work. Don't listen to me.
Did you try it?
Do what you're doing. I'm just trying to think.
Okay, well, I have it.
Oh, you do? Okay, great. Let me look back to what you're doing. Okay. That's a monster equation.
Yeah. So,
And that's using the method you were doing, spelling out each month. Or is that using the less than or equal to?
so the only problem is my reference for the internet right over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I put that in there.
Make sure you didn't put any extra spaces like they were saying.
So I need to put my reference for this in here, which stinks because okay, so some ifs invoice, download invoice. Range. Let's see.
I don't remember how to do this.
What was that?
I'm just telling myself I don't remember how to do this. I'm trying while you're busy over there. I was just experimenting with my summus for my criteria range, and I don't have to watch you do it.
Okay, so let's see. H9, 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 comma, H9, H9, comma, H9, comma, H9, comma, H9, comma. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Please walk me through that.
Oh gosh. Okay, now where's my year reference? H9. Okay, so I should just be able to drag it over. I can't. I need to completely lock all my summaries. Okay. Okay, let's see. John, this is pretty complex stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking forward to it. Hopefully by the end of this, I'll understand it so well enough that by doing this with you and everybody, I'll understand it well enough to be on my own in the future.
Uh-oh. You know what I did though?
What happened?
Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. What am I doing? Oh. I do want to try the equation that you were saying. So I want to try that after I finish this. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. Oh, what? Here. That doesn't make sense. And no sales in 2018, but over here it says there has been. Oh, I guess in December there hasn't been.
Well, that's all the years, the months leading up to that. You select the month.
Yeah, so it looks like it's right because these match up when I go to January, so that's good. Okay. So let's go ahead and try doing it the way you said. Equal sum ifs, some range would be sales. comma. K range would be year block summary. What am I doing? Let me do this here. Comma group. Dang it. Comma. So then you said less than or equal to.
I don't have a formula calculated in my thoughts, but what I was saying is that if we can reference each month to the number, and then we will add up, sum up all the amounts from the numbers of the months that are equal to or less than that number selected. That make sense?
Yeah.
Well, let me look at what I'm talking about. Like over here in the invoice download sheet, there's the year, there's the month column, then there's the column right next to it is the month number, like 7 for July. And if we have July selected on our drop down list, going to be referenced to all the months that equal 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, everything less than 7, as the only ones will be summing or totaling. I don't know. When I had this thought, it was back when you were like spelling out 12 different months underneath the table.
Too few arguments. Why is that too few arguments?
Like if we do our VLOOKUP, all the sales that correspond with the months that are less than the number of the month we select. Would be
Hmm.
4, 5, 6.
Okay. I need to add the range. That shouldn't be 0. Oh, well, still shouldn't be 0. Hey, 1 second. My wife's calling me. All right, John. So let's see here. I want to go back to this Excel sheet. All right, let's see. How did they do? Okay, it was that. Oh, okay. All right. Complicated. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're like, yeah, I wish you'd just shut up now.
Well, I'm trying to formulate. I'm trying to not sound like an idiot. But
There we go. Got it. John, you're a genius, I think. Let's see if this works. Yep. Okay. I like it. I like the way you think.
all right, well,
You see my equation?
please explain to me what I just did.
I don't know what you just did.
No, I'm just saying, explain to me being a like the way I think.
Okay. Where did my
How would
mouse
you
go?
formulate with the less than or equal to?
Okay. So you have to do the whole parentheses, concatenate, and then the equation. So for me, since I have my month as May, what I'm doing is I'm doing a VLOOKUP to find what number is correlated with May, and then I'm doing the less than or equal to from that.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I can see that you did your other separate calculation sheet, but could you just use that table at the end of on the right side on the invoice download sheet?
The only reason you can't use that is because your month needs to be in the first column, because that's how you do a VLOOKUP, remember?
Gotcha.
So that's why I switched it around. After we're done, I'm just going to hide this page so that they can't see it at all.
Gotcha.
But if you look, I still got the same answers, but my equation is tremendously shorter.
Yeah, I know. Do me a favor. Stick with me for a few minutes while I copy what you just did. I got my calculations page. So
I'll explain to you what I did. Okay.
right. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
So where do you have your, okay. I'll just, here, I'll watch you do it while.
Is my thing locked?
So,
All right.
okay. Go ahead and create your month thing on that. So that way we can do a VLOOKUP.
Is this what you mean?
Yeah. Try to just select them and drag it down. Do an autofill. It might recognize what you're doing.
Ah,
Okay, and then just put numbers to the right of it.
all right. So,
Okay. So go ahead and get into your cell that you're going to put it in. Some ifs. Okay. You're going to select invoice download. And then go and do the sales column. You need to go up. Yeah, there we go.
I'm anchoring it right. Yeah. All right. My criteria range. It's back over here in the calculations, right? Or is the criteria range my drop-down box?
So your criteria range is the range. So it's back on the invoice download sheet. So you're going to select the year column on that.
I need that. I was just testing.
And then after you do this, then you're going to
Criteria, that's the drop-down one, right? Criteria one is going to be the month, right? Is criteria one going to be the month or the year?
is year.
All right. And now I'm going to do the criteria two. The range is going to be for the months, right? Or we have to add. Is this where I have to slip in the formula for the greater than or less than?
You still need to do the month first. So I would do the sales rep group. So go ahead and select on the invoice download the column for sales rep group or rep group.
Where is that? That's over here towards the end. Okay, I got you. Okay.
By sales.
Yeah. I gotta go back and watch that video again. All right. What do I refer to? I mean, what's the criteria to? It's going to be from. It's going to be over here on the side, right? Internet.
Yeah. And then just lock the column. And now this is when you're going to do the criteria, the invoice range. You're going to do the month number.
Mhm. I hope when Trinette gets on, she's able to follow along and watch the video, so she can lead. We can lead by example here. We gotta lock that. Gotta anchor that. Right? Okay.
So now you're going to do a parenthesis, or sorry, a quotation, less than symbol, and then equal symbol, and then parenthesis.
Parenthesis.
Sorry, quotation.
Yeah, that's what.
And then you're going to do an ampersand symbol, the and symbol. And now you're going to do the VLOOKUP formula. So you're going to go back to your summary sheet, go to August, click on August, comma, go to your calculation sheet.
Can I anchor that?
Yeah, you can anchor it, comma, go to your calculation sheet, and then do the table array. And then it's going to be column index number 2. So anchor that. Comma 2, comma false. And parenthesis. And parenthesis.
Alexa, stop. To do 2 parentheses.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, enter.
He's a man. How
Okay,
big
so
is your
now,
Vespa?
what?
On other subjects, how big is your Vespa? I remember you saying it went like 70 miles an hour. Is it
Oh
really
yeah,
big?
by the way, I got it up to like 77 yesterday. I was
Typical
the
Vespa I'm
wind.
picturing, or is it a big, humongous one?
No, it's small.
All right. Okay.
Let me
well,
see if I can find a picture.
so just copy and drag this down for in-house and broker.
Yeah, you should be able to drag it down, and then you'll have to re-anchor the things to drag it right.
Re-anchor, you mean change the anchoring for which one?
Not sure. Hold on, let me look. Invoice some ifs. You need to change the anchor for the K4. No, oh crap. That's actually wrong. That's why you needed to, instead of your drop down list, you just needed to do the 2018 in your actual thing. So completely select summary K4 up in your equation bar. You see it? Yeah, right there. So select that.
Yeah.
And then delete it.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, delete it. Okay, I can do that.
Okay, and then go and select the 2018 right above the cell that you're currently in. Yeah.
Anchor it.
Yeah, and then just anchor the row. Okay. Just a row.
That's what I did, right? Okay.
Yeah. And then hit enter. And then you're going to want to change that for all 3 of those. So if you just want to copy it and then paste it where the summary K4 is, you can do that.
Wait, say that I can't just double click it.
No, because if you double click it, it's going to drag down and it's going to be in reference to the dollar amount instead of the year.
All right. So I get to change this summary K4 to reference to the year, anchored with just the row. And this one, the same thing.
Where in the world did mine go? There we go.
Okay.
I kind of want to leave that really long equation in there and see if the teacher's aide catches it.
I assume these are graded by a computer program.
No, they're not. Definitely not. Okay, so what I was doing is I was looking for my picture of my scooter.
Is that okay? I just copied it and dragged it across for the 2017. Are those the numbers you have on yours?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yep.
All right, I'm looking at you now. Show me your Vespa.
I gotta find it.
What's the weather like where you are? It's been raining down here.
Good. It's been really nice. I'm gonna have to go online and show you something from there.
Well, if you want to wait till later, I didn't mean to muck up what we were doing.
Oh, you hit my my sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, I'm looking now. That's not your Vespa. That's like a graphic.
Oh, that's my Vespa, man.
Okay. What are all those graphics in the background?
It's a painted wall in downtown Huntington Beach.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So that's my Vespa.
Gotcha.
I don't know why I can't go to the next picture from here. That's me on my Vespa.
Looking into the distance. A man with a mission.
See, it's not very big.
I see that. Well, you be careful, man. You're driving that little thing so fast. You wind up killing yourself. Be careful.
There you go. That's me on the Huntington Beach Pier.
Huntington Beach, is that like near San Francisco or something?
No, Huntington Beach is Southern California. So it's Orange County.
Okay.
It's Surf City, USA, man.
Surf City, USA. I'm not familiar with the geographics. My sister's in California, but I've never been there myself.
There you go. There's another picture of me with my Vespa. This is
That's cool.
anyways. Let's see if there's any.
How long have you been riding it? Have you been driving it?
I've been riding scooters since 2010
Mm.
or 2012.
Mm.
Oh, here you go.
I
Here's
was
a
in South
video.
Africa in 2012.
Can you hear that? Can you hear the audio, the
I
music?
can see the picture moving a little bit.
Oh, but you can't see the or hear the music.
No, I couldn't hear the music. Yeah.
It's just me on a ride. Um, here's a video of my wife and I were riding.
How do you do that with like a selfie stick?
Yeah, yeah. I just have it mounted on the back of my scooter.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Let's see. Got some more pictures. Oh, so that's me riding with some other club members, and they've got their Vespas.
That's cool.
Oh, I like this picture right here. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, it's the first one you showed. I thought that was just a graphic. It does look cool.
There's me riding on Pacific Coast Highway.
How do you get pictures from that point of view? Like somebody in a car?
Yeah.
Who was it? Like your wife or somebody?
No, it was my buddy who's doing. He's a graphic designer and photographer. So
I can't help but feel like photography is a career that's gonna be extinct pretty soon because everybody's got cameras in their phones. You know,
yeah, for sure.
taking pictures is like something everybody can do, and it's not like a specialty anymore. I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely. Am I still sharing my screen?
So I just clicked over to me, so it's showing you what I can see here.
Okay,
Let me go
so
back to my thing here.
let's continue where we were at.
Next table are averages. Average
What was
unit
that?
price.
Oh, the averages. Okay, so let's.
I'm thinking it's gonna be average ifs. Oy, oy, oy. Let me read the instructions. For each rep group, summarize average year-to-date unit price ending in the month selected, compared to the average year-to-date unit price ending in the same month in the year prior to the year selected. For example, if June 2018 selected in the two drop-down lists, then the report would compare to the year-to-date sales from January to June of 2018 with the year-to-date sales from January to June 2017. What does this mean? So we're going to be is that am I correct in thinking that's going to be the same thing as like we just did with the greater than or less than number of the month for the
Yeah, I think so.
instead of summing it up like we did in number 2, it's going to be an averaging it up, right? Maybe just copy and paste what we had from the number 2 table
So we're gonna be doing an average ifs formula instead of
instead of the summits, yeah. So do you think you can just take what's in these columns, copy it, and replace sum with the
average.
word average?
Yeah. Yes, I agree. That would be probably the best idea.
Oops. I just screwed something up. Hold on. If I didn't just change something here. Yeah, I think I just did something by accident. Let me back step.
Okay, mine's done. That was easy.
What am I doing? I accidentally screwed something up on mine. Hey, for this cell right here for I-11, is that did I change the number or is it still 16,314.42?
You said I-11?
Yeah, for sales year to date for 2018 for the internet.
Oh, yours is in a different place than mine. That's why. 163142? 314412 or 42? Yeah, that's correct.
All right, I just messed up, then I fixed it. Okay. All right, so over here for this cell, I'm going to copy. What's a bigger? Let me make this big.
Wait a second. That shouldn't be a negative number. I guess there are negative numbers. No. Uh-oh.
Is the first number for your 2018? Is it $77.69?
I'm sorry, for 2016 in what month?
Um, can you see where my? Can you see the? For 2018, what month is this? I don't know. August.
August. $77.69?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I did that. I just copy and pasted and changed average, changed sum to average.
So I'm not liking what I'm seeing down in the brokerage in 2018, the brokerage section.
For the sales for month.
Yeah. I feel like there's something wrong there. Broker. I don't understand why it would be negative. Oh, there are negative numbers. Okay. It's weird. I didn't realize there were any negative numbers. So there must have been penalties. Okay. All right. Never mind. I guess it's right.
Am I screen sharing? Can you see my workbook?
I'm looking at my screen right now, but I'll look at yours in 1 second. Okay.
I can't use my fingers.
You gotta get some prosthetics, John.
Make my life even worse. All right. So, do these numbers match what you have on your dashboard on your page?
8169, 19969, 360, 13.
Yeah, and then the changes in the negatives.
Yeah, they're the same. Okay. So we got that.
All right. Step number 4. Let me back to the instructions. Which is step number 2, making those tables. All right. Go on to step number 3. On the summary sheet, repeat all.
Wait. Are you sure we did all of 2? Important for each of the 3 tables above, add columns that show differences between the following. Don't forget the totals at the bottom when you type in any words to build a table. Internet in-house broker. Make sure you don't have any extra spaces before you're okay. Please recommend the name of the column that you name each column. Okay. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to. I saw that important section, and I just want to make sure we hit all that. Okay. Product summary tables. On the summary sheet, repeat all the steps described in number 2 above. Oh, great. One second, John.
No problem. So we can't just copy and paste it.
So class?
Yes, I am.
John, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so did you figure out what I wanted?
You wanted something? What?
I said, did you figure out what the number 3 wanted?
No, I did not.
On the summary sheet, repeat all of the steps described in number 2 above, including the last section about difference columns and icon set. Where's the difference columns icon set?
Yeah, I know. I didn't see that. That's I was just. I remember reading it, but I don't remember where I read it. Because it mentions about the coloring the different in the change column.
Oh, there it is. For each of the 3 tables above, add columns that show the differences between the two numbers being compared. Differences between the current year and the prior year, as described in each of the tables above. Then, in each of the columns where differences are calculated, add an icon set showing a green symbol for sales that have increased and a red symbol for sales that have decreased. Okay, so that's just going to be conditional formatting.
Yeah. Now let me ask you something. Let me clear my throat first. All right, let me ask you something. In the instructions right here, in the example, see the change column. All the negative numbers are in parentheses. The positive ones are not in parentheses, right? On my workbook, I just have negative. I don't have parentheses. Am I missing a formatting? Am I supposed to have this in the... I have it in the format of currency. This should be like counting or something. Yeah, that's what it is. Accounting has got things in parentheses.
Oh, yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
fix that. Oops. All right.
So you're just going to change all of yours to accounting?
Yeah, I just changed all to accounting so it's matching what's in the instructions because I hate to overlook one little simple reference and then wind up getting it wrong because I have it in a different wrong format, you know.
No way is this doing this to me again.
Is it freezing?
It's doing that thing where it won't let me like select anything.
You know, I was thinking about that when you showed me that the other day. I was thinking when we were learning about how you can lock a page, maybe the reference to your things that are locked from a different page.
No.
Like if you go to all 3 of your sheets and unlock the page for all 3 of them, maybe that'll clear up
I've
your
already
problem.
tried that.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to be...
You're tough luck. I don't know what to say. Though.
Yeah. No, I know. That's what sucks. It's like literally like...
All right. I gotta do this. What we're doing right now. We're doing the conditional formatting. I forgot what I was doing. All right. So is it safe to just select all of it and do the conditional formatting for all of them at the same time?
That's what I did.
So I'm just making everything selected. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Okay. Do they require a specific icon or just something colorful?
Um, I just said it said green and red,
Showing a green.
so I just chose.
So it doesn't matter. Okay, then. That's what I was asking.
So I did the check mark and the X.
They don't want a meeting. They just want the. Hold on a second. All they want is red for above zero for positive and green for. Wait, what do they want? All they want is green for positive and red for negative, right?
Let me see yours. So I did, yeah. So get rid of the yellow, and then you're going to change the percentages on the right to numbers instead. And then you're going to just make all the numbers 0, the values is 0. And then change the other one. No, leave that there. And then change the other percentage to number as well. And then just get rid of the yellow one, yeah. So no cell icon.
The greater than or equal to 0 is green. Shouldn't it be greater than or equal to 1?
No, you need to do, so where you have the red X, that needs to be no cell icon, and then the one below it needs to be the red X.
I got you.
And then you're good.
I thought I was being smart. Okay. So all we have is a red and green. Okay.
Oh, well, it's only supposed to be on the change. The
Oh, it is?
change one. Yeah, so
You're
I
fine.
didn't realize you had it on all of them, but yeah, just the change sections.
Right.
Come on. I can't do anything on my Excel right now. So irritating. many items are there? So let's
Say that
see.
again?
1, 2, 3, 4.
It says it's recommended they name each of our columns of data. Did you do that?
To what?
Up here in number 2, it says that they recommend naming all of our columns of data.
Yeah, you're just gonna. It's just putting a name on top of the thing. So we already have that done. So where it says sales rep group, that's the name of the column.
Gotcha. Okay.
2018 is the name of the column. 2017 is the name of the column. Change is the name of the column.
I thought they were referring to like naming a group.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
now I can move on to number 3 finally.
dude, this stupid explanation is in the way. And I can't select it for some reason.
So number 3 is telling us to like make another holes table like this table was for other things, right? So shouldn't I just copy and paste it?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Come on, you're killing me. Okay, so base lamb lotion. Is it all just base? They all say base. Okay. Okay.
I'm over here tinkering on my summary page. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I'll ask you in a second here what you think.
Dang it. Okay. All right.
Lamb lotion small, lamb lotion large, lamb lips small, and lamb lips large.
Okay, I've got it. You can, oh, this is killing me. This is so frustrating. Oh,
What you're doing. Oh, you're not sharing your screen.
there. Sunny.
God bless you.
What was she barking at?
No, I'm watching what you're waiting on that.
I'm watching you, but I'm not.
Anyway, I was about to say I'm watching what you're doing, but then as I was saying that, I clicked on. All right,
My
now.
dog is being annoying.
I kind of did what you did. I started my second set of tables, but I'm watching you changing calculations and stuff, and I haven't gotten that far. Excuse me for a minute. I have to go use the bathroom. Hold on.
Go for it. Okay. Okay. So I think that looks good.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Now, what are you doing? You're changing. What are you doing?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't be so upset with me, man.
I'm not upset. I'm just asking what you're doing. I just walked up on the screen here.
I'm just trying to get things done. While you're out dilly-dallying, I'm working. I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's see.
Okay. Maybe the instructions again.
What did I do? Oh, I didn't lock it. Okay. Okay, so that should be correct now. Okay. Mine's ready. Mine's good.
So all we gotta do is change the sales rep column to each individual column of the.
The items. So all I did really was I just copied and pasted
Yeah.
this down here, and then I went in and I just changed the column reference for the items instead, and I wrote the item names in. That way it would know what to look for. So
Oh, let me show you what I did on mine. I'm not as far along as you are. All I did was copy my set of 3 tables and put it down here and change the name. So for these calculations here, I changed the 3.
So do you see where your item names are? You need to change those so that way they match what the invoice, the download says.
These guys right here.
Yeah, because they're not going to match. If you try to reference them, they're not going to match anything on that sheet.
But they have to be identical to the other page, right?
Exactly. So it's just, all you have to do is just change the way you have large.
I can also just do an equals symbol and reference the actual thing, right?
Um, uh, I don't know. I wouldn't do that.
No?
No,
All right.
I would just write it in. So lamb lotion small. That's the only real difference. So you just have to change the way that you have your small and large abbreviated.
Is large capitalized in the actual?
Yeah, all the first letters are capitalized.
Is that the correct lamb lotion large?
Yep.
And then
Lamb lotion small.
all right. So I got the
Oh no. We're almost done. Okay, so let's see. Where are you at?
I'm changing this to product name. What?
So I put item.
All right. I got lamb lotion large, lamb lotion small, lamb lips large, lamb lips small. That's not a problem. Those are spelled right. Right? So now I got this calculation from up here with the internet, so I have to change whichever one of these is for the reference. Right. All right, what did you do?
So I can't see your screen at all. Like, I mean, you're not giving me enough to see. Like, no, it's because your equation bar is too big. You need to shrink your equation bar so I can see more of your Excel sheet so I can tell what is referencing what. Okay, so scroll up just a little bit. Okay, so the red is the one, the red and the blue are the ones that you need to change. So first start with red. that's going to be, instead of D11, it's going to be D21. So just change 11 to 21.
Okay. Well, it may not be the same reference numbers on mine.
And then you're going to just, instead of locking the whole thing, just lock the column. So lock D. There we go. Okay, and then go to the blue one where it references the date. And then you're just going to drop that down to E20 instead of E10. No, that was the wrong one.
Not that. Oh, wait. I'll just back up on. That.
Hit Control Z a couple times.
Yeah, I don't have a little back arrow.
You can't hit Control Z.
I guess not.
Okay, just hit Enter and then hit Control Z. Okay. So now go back into it and just change. So click on it. See, your E10 is right there. So just change E10 to E20 instead. And then only lock the row. So it looks like it's already locked properly. Okay, so now go down. Go find the red number, the D11, and then just change that to D21. And then we're going to go and, okay. Yeah, so now see the part in front of that though? The invoice download AC5, AC7035?
Yeah.
We need to change that reference. So erase all of that. And then we're going to go, okay, hit one more. Okay, and then go click on your invoice download and then select the item column and then lock it. And then hit enter.
7,384.
Yep. So now just drag that down and then drag it across and it should be right.
My numbers match your numbers?
Yep.
All right, so for sales year to date.
The only thing is you still need to drag down your change column so that way it.
So now are all the numbers matching, you think? You got negative.
Yep. Yeah, they're right.
Ooh.
Okay, so for the years to date one, you're just going to do the same exact thing that you just did. Just re-reference them. How long have we been going so far? Since 2:45, so 3 hours.
I don't know. Has it been? I'm mighty grateful for your help, man. Without you, I'd be so so much more lost than I already am.
No, I just feel bad for whoever watches our video.
She may be joining us still too.
She probably doesn't think that we're still on. We should just email her and be like, just so you know, we're still on.
Yeah, let me send her name.
Don't worry about it. Don't do it. Don't do it, because then we'll have to start all over.
Yeah, you're right.
She can just watch the video. I don't want to have to start over and explain everything to her. I feel bad for saying that, but it would take
if she's watching from the video from the beginning, then
it would take too long, and I don't have that time. I've got mutual here in the next hour, so.
what am I referencing? Did I summary?
You're not going to change the purple.
Oh, okay.
So it's only going to be the red. So you already have the red. Now you need to change the blue. So now, did you change the reference to the red, the criteria range?
I changed it to 21.
Yeah, so you need to change the criteria range though. So the part that's the invoice download part before it.
Yeah. I forgot what I changed that to. That's on the other page. It's the items.
It's the item column.
Yeah.
Nope.
No?
Change the first one to AA5, and then you should be good. If you select the item, then the word item, and then hit the down arrow. Okay, and now select the whole column. Okay, then lock it.
All right.
Now you should be able to hit enter. And then go ahead and drag that out. Something's wrong. Did you drag it?
I double clicked it. Let me try dragging it.
Oh, you keep dragging the one below it.
Damn it.
Click on the equation. I want to see what it looks like.
Do you want me to click up in the function bar?
No, the problem is your date's locked for the column instead of the row.
I meant to do that.
I don't know. It's funny because like these things, it seems so difficult to see, but like my eyes are starting to catch like little details that like they shouldn't be able to catch. You know what I mean? Like,
You're turning into a superhuman.
no, but I do think it's pretty crazy because I never would have been able to catch that stuff before now. Oh no.
Does that not match what you have?
Oh, sorry, I was reading an email.
Oh, no problem. It sucks. I'm paralyzed, but I'm not completely paralyzed. So I can't move. If I get uncomfortable, I can still feel it. I just can't move to fix it sometimes.
That stinks. See, I just have such a bad chair that I sit in that, like, I don't know, sitting here for this long is painful. Okay, so for this one, let's see. You just need to change the references. So I think it's the same thing that we just did. Yeah, it's going to be the same exact thing, just changing it again.
I'm changing the anchoring to this one or just leaving it alone.
No, that looks good. So you just got to change the AC part, the invoice download part in front of the summary.
Renette, I have you in my prayers tonight. I hope watching us do this is efficient is enough for it to help you get through yours.
My dog was trying to jump up on my lap, and she was like too nervous to do it.
I've got a cat over here on my side.
Well, mine might as well be a cat because it's a Chihuahua.
She's not here right now. She's usually trying to climb up on top of the keyboard and screw me up.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like what animals do. Okay.
So I think I got everything copied and corrected. All the numbers on my screen look the same as yours, you think?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wait, hold on. What month do you have selected? Your 2017 column for your averages, the sum is wrong. And the reason, actually, I think all of your sums are wrong because you just need to change your total columns. Because they only have, yeah, no, that one's right. I think it might just be the average on the average one. Oh, maybe I need to change it. Oh, sorry, never mind. It's me. What a dork. Mine's wrong because I didn't change mine yet.
Well, I'm glad you caught that because I'd hate to let it slip by without catching. I don't remember this calculations page. It is actually being used, right? Yeah.
The what?
We're using these calculations to reference for months. and the other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like hiding things.
Okay, let's go. What's number 3 or 4? So overall product summary table.
All right.
Okay, let's see here.
Give me a flavor.
Hmm.
Read out loud for me because I don't have my instructions open in front of me right now.
Create one more table that summarizes A, the average unit price, and B, the standard deviation of unit price according to each product. The average and standard deviations should be shown in 2 different columns in the table, and the 4 products should be shown in each row. Note, this little table is not linked to the year and month in the drop-down lists. Hint, the standard deviation formula will need to be an array formula as described in the assignment tutorial. Okay.
So they're like flipping it upside down, like the items are going to be across the top and the. Let me think for a second. Is that asking us to put the? Is that asking us to put the items across the top and then the?
No. So,
Okay. So it's like copy and paste, but instead of 3 different tables, just having one table, right?
what do you mean copy and paste?
Like you see how I kind of just copied this whole big table and made a duplicate of it below down here.
Mm-hmm.
It wants us to do that again, but
No.
instead of having 3, it wants us just to have 2.
No.
Do you already have something on yours? Let me see what yours looks like.
So, this doesn't have anything to do with the year or the month. So, can you see mine?
Yeah, I see it.
So, it's just going to look like this, just small.
Okay. Let me click on yours for some. Ouch, ouch, ouch. the average price and standard deviation. That's all they're asking for?
Yep. Okay. Do you see how all this up here is like, I can't do anything with it?
Well, I'm not looking. Do they get point to it?
Like all this stuff on my
Yeah.
home tab? Like I can't do anything with it?
Yeah,
Oh, I can access my data net tab now. Before I couldn't access my data tab. Okay. So this is going to be so average if I always mix these up. Okay. Here we go. Are you watching mine or are you doing yours?
I was just doing mine. Okay.
So this is when we need to come in and do the array. So if blank is this, then this. Okay, I got it.
Do we have to use it? Wait, isn't the standard deviation and the average just something we can do from the other page? Let me read the instructions again.
Okay, let's see. You gotta remember stdev.s.
Oh yeah, it has to be a standard. It has to be an array formula.
So logical test. If this, wait, what? Okay. All right. Okay. Boom. Okay. Did you catch any of that?
No.
Okay. Let me see yours, and then I'll explain to you what I did.
Okay, hold on. Taking it.
I don't want to hold on, John.
All right.
I've got no time. We're gonna run out of time if I hold on too long. I gotta leave in 20 minutes. What are you doing?
Screen sharing. We're showing you my screen.
You were already screen sharing.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so go to your wait. What do
Can
you
you see my page in my screen, my workbook now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Okay, so go to your average unit price. Go just below so I can tell you the equation you're going to do.
Okay.
So you're going to do, it's going to be an average ifs, right?
Okay.
So you're going to do your average range is going to be the unit price column in the invoice download. You're going to lock that. So select it all and then lock it. Comma,
All right.
comma. And then you're going to do the item column. And then lock that. And then go back to the summary and then did you lock that one? Lock that one. And then comma. And then go back to the summary page and then select the item and then lock just the column. Okay.
Right.
And then end parenthesis. Enter. Okay. Now then you can just drag that down. That's your average unit price. Okay. Now standard deviation. Cool. Okay. You're gonna do stdev.s.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to do an if statement. Now you're going to go select the entire invoice download. Sorry, not the entire one. You're going to do the item column. And then you're going to lock that. And then you're going to do equals. And then go back to your summary sheet and then hit the item.
I wasn't supposed to put a comma there, was I not?
No.
Equals, and then the item.
Okay, and then lock that just for the column. Okay, and then go and then do a
In parentheses.
nope, comma, and then go to invoice download, and then do the unit price column, and then lock it, and then you're gonna do comma, double quotation mark, end parenthesis, end parenthesis.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Go back into it. I don't know why yours is different now.
What I forget to do.
Open up your entire function. Let me see the entire function. Okay. So at the end, you need to hit Control Shift Enter.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right.
So that's right. Now you can just drag that down and you're good.
Now, what decimal point am I supposed to keep this at?
They're dollar amounts.
Oh. Okay.
So just make sure if you do click into any of those cells, you need to make sure that you do the Control Shift Enter, because if you click into it, it's going to
It takes it away every time I try and edit it, right?
what?
If I start to edit it, it takes it away, right?
Even if you click into the cell, yeah, you can't. As soon as you click on that cell, it changes it.
All right. Now hold on a second. Let me fix my foot real quick. I need to say something. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, now I remember in the instructions, before we wrap this up, it says we're supposed to lock the page or lock certain cells.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to do that before we finish up here.
Yep.
All right. And I'll change the colors of this, make it look better later. Thank you. These numbers match your numbers?
Yep.
Thank you. All right. So number 4, that's what. Number 5, put useful title on the report, and then protect the summary sheet. Do not use a password. So when it says a useful title on the report, where do we mean, like at the top of the page, you think?
Yeah.
What are you going to call yours?
I don't know. I don't know.
Useful title of report.
Sounds like a good title.
And it only wants us to lock the summary page, not the other page, right?
Yeah.
Where do we do that? I forget. Data?
Review.
I remember there being a. I don't remember how to do it. I remember there being a button. How do we lock a page again?
Go to format.
I'm lost. Where's format? Where do you see format?
I'm sorry. I have to do mine different because mine's being dumb, remember?
Okay.
So give me 1 second. Let me think
On the
about it.
oh, here I found it. It's on the review tab.
Yeah.
Protect sheet.
Or actually, if you just go up, I don't know. I don't know if you're just, mine's different.
Let me go back and read the instructions. We gotta make where only the 2 input cells are changeable. So I have to right click this guy, format cells, protection, make it so it's not locked. Okay. We gotta do the same thing on this one. Format cells, protection, uncheck the locked box. Okay. And then I protect sheet the whole sheet without a password. And now nothing can be, let me go back and do that again. Protect sheet. I don't want to be able to select cells. Okay, so now you can't click anything but our drop down list. And everything changes. Uh-oh. I changed the year, and I got some cells that don't have numbers in them.
No, 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 no.
Are you looking at my screen right now?
No, I just did something stupid. Okay. I'm just frustrated because I can't do anything on mine. I can't get rid of my grid lines.
Hmm. I had little helpful messages on my selection boxes, but now when I try and lock the page, they block me from being able to select the box or cell. So I'm just going to make them where they don't show messages anymore.
This is making me so mad.
Yes, kitty cat, I hear you. Oh, man. No. Alexa, stop.
How come she keeps talking to you?
Alexa, stop.
Twin merge.
I've got like all kinds of automatic things that pop on, like radio programs that come on and schedules. I recently discovered Star Trek as like a described radio broadcast. It's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Hey, kitty cat. Trinette, when you're watching this later, we're just sitting here, like making our stuff look good, making our things look good. Don't forget when you do this to like do a spell check and all the stuff that the professionalism requires. I am the worst speller. See, I just found what I messed up just now. You can't spell summaries. That would have given me a bad grade.
Oh, that's weird.
What'd you say?
I just can't format anything. It's frustrating to me.
Can't hear you. What'd you say?
I can't format anything.
Wish I knew what to say to help. Is like shutting everything down and restarting it fix the problem?
No, it doesn't. That's the problem.
You can't hear that in the background, can you?
You can. I'm not really listening, to be honest. But
Alexa, stop. Yes. Let me ask you a question, James.
Hmm.
You still there?
yeah,
All right. I just selected the month of May. I think that my eyes aren't that good. No, I'm sorry. November of 2018. If you select the same thing on yours, are there columns over here that are just with no numbers in them?
Yes, because November hasn't occurred yet.
Okay. All right, thank you.
If that makes sense.
Well, I also saw the same thing on some other. Let me go to a different year. Hold on a second. If you go 2014, November 2014, there's all kinds of cells with missing numbers in them. Is it the same thing on yours?
Yeah.
Do you think that's something we should be worried about? Because,
No.
all right.
Oh, I've got to go.
You have a great night.
All right. You too,
Thank
man.
you for your help. I hope I helped you some.
No, you did.
On here
I'm glad that
Say
we
what?
were able to get. I'm glad that we were able to get that formula figured out, so that way it wasn't a super long one.
Yeah, I'm glad. All right, man. You have a great night and have fun with your kid, with your guys at the ward.
Sounds good.
You have a good night. Good night. Good luck, man.
All right. Thanks. You too.
Good night. All right, Trinette. When you're watching this, I hope you have a great night. You signed on technically earlier, so I'll put your name on the list of names when we submit when I submit my project, the video link. But I'll send out the link to you next and James next. I hope you're having a good night. Dear Heavenly Father, please help us with our lessons. We love you and we say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Good night, guys.